Hey guys, quick video. One of the viewer of our YouTube channel has actually asked, because the exit polls are happening right now, and in BTS's channel we have done 17 videos regarding leadership qualities, characters, how to understand the behavior of a leader, etc. Very interesting point that the viewer has actually sent as a message and asked us to comment is that how do you understand through the reaction of any particular party or a person or anybody character that he or she is confident of something, or they are overreacting to cover up something. So let us not talk specifically about name of the parties and all. The exit poll very clearly says how the things are going. Whether it is going in that particular direction on June 4th, we will know. For overseas viewer, I'm specifically talking about the elections in India. Okay, uh, but in general, we have given a lot of videos regarding the characters and behavior of leaders coming under the leadership quality. Okay, uh, how does action towards a reaction exhibit through their body language? I think this is where the spark has come to our particular viewer who asked us to comment on how the uh, I would probably say not the leading party, but the secondary parties are reacting for specific exit polls. Let us forget the exit poll part. Let us take as if it is the any reaction or any trend or any result. If it is in my favor, how I will react, and if it is not in my favor, and how will I react, and if I am not even accepting that, how will I react? I think in my favor, how I will react is no need to explain. Let's leave that. If it is not in my favor and if I have accepted that, then how I will react, we will leave that also. It is not in my favor, but I refuse to accept it and I refuse to acknowledge it. Okay, how will that particular reaction happens? Let us not talk about the election per se. Let us talk from a psychosomatic perspective of, so that we can adapt this particular action reaction model to anybody. It can be adapted to your own personal discussions with somebody, or you can relate it to your business discussions, whether it is a board discussion or it is a normal discussion. So when we are talking specifically about how I am going to react when I am not accepting the result which is not in my favor. Okay, there are three types of this particular reaction. One is the subliminal responses. Subliminal responses is something which somebody cannot control. It is an automatic response which will come. So which obviously means that the automatic response will be shouting, or the automatic responses will be the agitative character talking something unrelated, trying to bring up a specific particular point which is not at all related to what is being spoken about. Instead of talking about the person per se or the point per se, they may be probably trying to deviate and then change the particular topic to something else. These are all subliminal, normal kind of a reaction. What if I go one step forward? If I am a very matured, very experienced kind of a person who will not show my subliminal attitude towards you, but I would like to disapprove the entire thing without even accepting the trend or accepting the ratio, then there are two ways how people actually react. One is that they will try to completely say that the entire process of how you came to that particular decision is wrong. They are also the part of the system, but at present their intention is not to talk about how it will be actually coming, the trend, how it will be coming. The first thing is dequalify the entire base. So which means whatever that the result comes out of it, they will probably say that it came out of this particular base which I have already discredited. So this is the first normal response. Let us go to yet another very senior, well methodical. They they have in their blood to make you or anybody feel that to read out yourself. How will those the heights of statesman kind of a characters work? They will try to disassociate themselves with particular numbers or particular reactions or particular results, whether it is yes or no, plus or minus. They will discredit them along with it, and then they will actually move themselves away as if it is a third party, and they will try to say that the entire system in which it is being conveyed itself flawed. So they are very much part of it, and in some cases they are the one who literally flawed it. So what happens here is, so let us put this perspective into any business discussion for that matter. This happens so many times in your appraisal meetings. Okay, till yesterday the team leader would be telling you something which will be completely different, but tomorrow when the appraisal happens, and if he is going to give you a C or a D, he will start with something. Till that second you will not even know that this guy hates you, but that particular minute, after that particular meeting, you will be so jinxed that why should this guy hate me so much. So this is how the subliminal, medieval, and the subconscious level works when it comes to discrediting the outcomes. Okay, there are other type of people where they will start doing the character assassination at the top level, character assassination at the core level, all those things which are very very sensitive to put in a social media video. So we will completely ignore those kind of a people. So lastly, as I said, it is three levels. So the last level is, these are the people, these are the leaders, as I said, these are the leaders who will probably take a pocket of information which will be in their favor and try to overshadow the entire result and make it as if in a way that other the other sections have made a huge mistake and only a few sections have understood, and they will vilify the winning team completely. Okay, so this is not an individualistic task. So this type of things will need a big team system, coordinated effort, good funding, and a lot of things. So to give an answer to the person who has asked, it is not a straightaway answer. Why people are shouting on a show? Why people are agitated on negative things? Why people cannot accept failures? Everybody is like that, including me, including you. Everybody is like that. We don't like failures. Okay, philosophically we can probably say it is success, step of success, this and that, but hard fact is, as human being, we cannot accept failures. Okay, we want to win, we want to have everything in our favor, and we want these favors to be in our own zone always, in a way that we like. Even though it pertains to a larger crowd, we keep our wins and fancies first. Then comes our friends, relatives, families, etc., etc. Then comes the other people. This is a human psychological setup. Um, is there exceptions? Of course, there are exceptions for everything. But this is how generally the reaction pattern for anything, whether it is elections, whether it is appraisal, whether it is a business tender discussion, whether anything. This is how the rejection responses categorically surrounds themselves. I know this particular answer is very broad, I have not gone into the details for a specific reason that the explanation came out of a election exit polls. But I will I will put a series of videos discussing how a human mind, how a human brain processes any decision, and if an answer is going to be no, what are all the way and the gestures or the way and the behavior in which human try to express the answer no. It's a very interesting study. There are so many principles that governs all these things. There are so many studies also. I will mention one by one, and I will put a series of video on that. Till that time, take care. Cheers. Bye bye.